EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Still 9 remaining on second down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Tua going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Tua going to run the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Two yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
What? Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here's Gaskin. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Tua giving to Gaskin on the option. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
I'm going back to you. Check, 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 check.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. Past the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, 4 down.
Tua, the final shot before half. And that's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On 2nd down, Mixon. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 60 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 51 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick.